What's your boy Swag Meyer? It's Lit on Long Island. It's the sit down.
You already know what it is. Your boy King P.I.B. We back again. If you know my slogan, say it with me. It's the biggest. Don't nothing move without me.
It's your boy, the God himself, Arlis Michaels, professional chiller. You already know what it is.
Turn me up, Mark.
Let's go. We gon' slide like the easy slide. Yeah, she gon' ride cause I treat her right. Yeah, I need cheese like the pizza pies. It could go left just like Lisa.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Like, finally got the busy man and come sit down. Woo!
All this himself.
Yeah, I feel very blessed right now. I've been waiting for this. I'm glad I got the phone call.
Yeah.
Apologize for the lateness today.
Nah. You busy, man.
It's gonna be a good interview.
Busy. You probably was shooting a movie role. You probably was shooting your own movie. You probably was doing something.
You had things going on.
Still in the booth, right?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I got the new studio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been working with artists such as Splash, Gigo 050, and Passport General.
That's what's up. I like Passport. He be spitting. That's fire, yeah. So what you got going on, man? What you?
I'm just on the executive side, just trying to, put a couple of artists out and help them out and do movies and stuff like
I like that. Another thing I want to. Sorry for the loss of your grandma.
that. Oh yeah.
It's a tough one, man. Rest in peace to grandmama love. You still doing your thing.
I mean, but my grandmother was a goat. She passed away at 87, 88. So, I mean, I'm not tripping. She lived a long life. So,
Famous too,
Yeah,
right?
she
That's
that's what's
I
up.
make stars. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
What movie?
You start a professional chill. I made my grandmother a star. Everybody loved Gangsta Grams.
Yeah, I remember her in there. She was OG in there. That's great.
That's like she's a real.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. So, you planning on bringing that back or what? Like,
I just want to start. I want to do something. I mean, I feel like we had a good run with that for a couple of years, and I want to work on new projects. So now I'm like working on movies. I dropped bubbly stuff. YouTuber did good, and I was about to air on Tubi soon. So
that's what's up.
and we about to shoot bubbly stuff too. End of the month, end of June.
Okay.
And then Size should be coming out. So I mean that's almost done editing. Shout out Calico.
Okay. I like
Fire.
that.
I ain't gonna lie, you got.
I have King P.I.B. made an appearance.
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna throw that in there because I ain't gonna lie. He definitely called. He threw me in a bubbly joint. I believe it was right. Yeah. And then
Big Bro Cash Flow.
Facts. And then the first one he threw me in the joint that's gonna be dropping soon. I believe that.
He had the bigger role in
Facts.
Size. That was more like a bigger production move, so it's taking a little time, more editing. And he came and shot behind the scenes and stuff like that to see how everything works.
Okay.
So artists came and
Okay.
How many views Professional Chill on YouTube?
55 million.
That's lit. Yeah, I used to watch that. I'm like, yo,
Collectively,
like,
we got all the
come
pages.
back. Like I was wondering what
They
happened
want
with
us to
that.
do. We're gonna.
And it's on Tubi.
Yeah, we're on Tubi, and speaking of God, we're supposed to be working on a spinoff. So that would be good. The reason why I didn't want to do it because a lot of my cast members, some of them got incarcerated, some died. So it was like I didn't want to replace any character.
I understand that. That's
So like
I get that.
it's like doing like how they did like Fresh Prince over and stuff. Like sometimes you can't. But they did Belly over. Like some things you just can't do.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to do a King P.I.B. movie. You know what I'm saying about my life?
We might as well.
That's gonna be crazy.
It's only right.
It's gonna have everybody and it's gonna be fire.
This guy performs in the middle of NASA Road.
Nah, that wasn't me. I was a clone.
That was,
I was in New York.
I watched our first interview.
Hold on. What you said?
I watched our first interview with Q.
What you think?
I think it was good.
What you think?
Yeah, what you really think?
What you really think?
Nah, Q's my guy.
I know that. But
I know
what do you
Q's
think?
like, he does production now, but I always loved Q as an artist. I thought Q was very talented. You know what I'm saying? Like Q, I remember going to a radio station with Q. He'd rap for hours. Like Q was like a throwback, like from the Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? Like era, Wu-Tang. You know, like I used to listen to Q and my cousin moved rap for hours. Like Q was definitely. You know, sometimes I be in the man like, yo, bro, you ready? You know, he works with a lot of artists. Like you're better than these artists that you do beats for. But that's just my opinion. But
Yeah,
you know, I love Q. That's my guy.
I got you. So
Salute to Q.
from that interview, what input do you have? Like,
I mean, I agree to disagree with the thing he was saying, like being signed to the artist. I mean,
how you feel about that?
That clip went up.
I mean, I think Yo Gotti is a pretty good CEO.
I was saying the same thing that
That's
before.
Y'all know me. I beg to differ. Because he's just like any other CEO, 360 did.
How you know?
It's just make it look
We
good.
never seen a contract.
How you know 360
I
did?
mean, actions speak louder than
You
words.
think Mo
Like
good?
they don't just go look at this. Go
I
look
mean,
at
that's-
ESTG
that's-
Instagram. That's no CMG.
okay.
He not repping it no more. It's just
Okay, that's
and
one.
that's what matters,
All
right?
right, that's one.
It's gonna happen.
But the other ones, like I said,
like youngster.
they cool. It's an ear, but they not selling, bro.
I mean,
you talking about numbers.
a lot of artists not selling.
A lot of artists not selling, but the whole game was like, what you want to do? You want to be famous, or you want to get the bag, right? Go real look like she lit, right? She got the money, she ain't complaining. Like youngster,
She don't
look
talk.
like
Of course she wouldn't
all
complain.
she
Who
look like
complain?
she look. Finesse 2 times he grabbed CMG and
Mob ties.
Mob Ties.
Uh-huh.
So, Moneybag Yo, isn't he CMG?
We CMG.
Still.
All right, so it's only one artist.
But they all still not doing that. Right now,
they all rich.
they not even doing that. Why they
He
winning that
put
Summer
them-
Jam?
He put
Something.
them.
I don't know. Like,
Summer Jam.
Summer Jam.
Summer Jam is not Summer
to
Jam.
me,
It's indoor.
something.
Summer Jam
They
ain't
not like, I don't know. Like even right now, this state of hip hop right now is weird.
So just because
We
they
could
didn't make,
just
they just 'cause
say
they,
that.
they just because they ain't make Summer Jam.
No, not even definitely.
Summer
Not,
Jam.
Yo,
Not-
listen,
Summer
Method
Jam.
Man
Not
don't even
about
want to go
Summer-
to Summer Jam no more.
You see what happened to him though. It's
No,
outdated.
but I
He's
been-
kind of outdated though. We talked about that.
But I'm just saying,
know,
Been a Summer
Method
Summer
Man-
Jam isn't Summer Jam.
Method Man was based in that more off him being
Shout out to Summer
GQ.
Jam.
He was talking about GQ. He wasn't really thinking about his music and all of that. He was worried about that. Them young people, teenagers, they don't know about Method Man.
Bottom line, you can't.
We know
you
about
can't-
Method Man.
You can't take away from what Yo Gotti did.
No, I'm never.
So hold on. He put his artists in position to feed their family and to also get on charts, correct?
Yeah.
So now it's also up to yourself to carry certain stuff too. You can't take away from what a man did. He did what he was supposed to do. He put them in position. So some artists are still gonna move. Some artists might not move. My brother, she on tour.
Honestly,
I saw last night her and Lotto doing a dance battle. They having fun. They making a bag. She doing what she doing.
I respect it.
And there's other probably who else?
I
There's
do.
other rappers as bosses that's you know what I mean.
We got look. I feel like we got to look at the majority. So
I feel like-
if it's 5 positives and we have 1 negative, and it's like, all right, cool.
I feel
But
like it's
how do we our
But
first
look where we
hold
come
on.
from. So
Our
what's
first-
the success to them?
Our first introduction to ESTG was from that clip. We didn't know who the fuck he was. I like him. I think he's a talented
He
artist.
made decent music. He made some good
This
music.
man is just from New York. He's from Harlem. Nice.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Nice.
Nas.
Get fun with it. All right.
Tony Nas, the same guy behind J Mills.
All right. That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? And my son.
Knowledge, word.
Knowledge.
I ain't know that.
And he was an executive at one point at Atlantic Records. So, you know what I mean? We don't know the particulars. But you got to think about it. Like, what was the reason that game just 50 Cent? We still don't know the reason to this day.
You know what? That's ill that you say that
You
now.
know the reason. You
50,
know. Jimmy,
50 even said it now.
We know it.
I
We
saw
know
a
what it
clip.
was. Why you
Nah, I
think 50
saw a
don't
clip.
beef with game?
Nah, I
It's
saw a clip
you
of
don't
50
think it's all
Cent.
connected?
There's no reason.
Like people,
There's
Well,
no-
listen,
I didn't know this.
I saw a
Real.
clip
Like,
of 50
I'm talking
Cent
about
and he don't
Wave.
really know what it's really came.
we don't really know it.
50 Cent
mean,
in a
He
clip.
sold 5 million records.
We're gonna
He
post
helped
that
them with
clip.
records, but that's what people do. We try to. That's why black people is fucked up from like where we come from in New York, because like try to pull one up. They be having their little motives and shit. Like as soon as I get up, I'ma diss the nigga that put me on. That just happens in life.
I don't think that's what happened though, because 50
We don't.
was honestly because he sold the most OG unit. We don't
Yeah,
have to
he-
know.
he
Numbers
just-
speak.
he-
See,
he
when we
did-
talking numbers too.
Alright, but
We sold the most of OG unit
alright.
besides 50 games.
So if he was sold, he was signed for 2 years prior to that. we never knew who the game was. I remember
Yeah, but that was a business deal. Remember, Dr. Dre told him, yo,
50 Cent.
go with them niggas. You got swag. You from Cali, but you got New York swag. Go with them niggas.
Nobody else.
You know what I'm saying?
He sold 13 million records. He sold more than Diddy.
But remember, he went on the whole GU not snitch tour. He came to New York and everything.
I'm just saying, but
that was important.
But
there was a whole DVD about that.
Jim Jones just had a clip on YouTube or Instagram saying that, like, when he first was coming to New York, he's like, yo, I'm about to do 50 Cent like how he did Jai. He's like, yo, shit, you want to do that, nigga, put you on. So it was already premeditated. So we don't really know what the real, like, you might put somebody on a podcast or something like that, and they might start dissing you. I don't watch this man help people, and then they went on Instagram and they talked about it.
But look, the reality of the facts is just gonna be what it is, though, bro. So it's like the numbers, life, reality, whatever it comes from it is what it is. You can't alter it.
Right, so
he sold the records. He's here. He's still relevant too.
Right.
Yo, man,
he just this Rick Ross. Man, you see what I'm saying? Where's 28? Where's Lloyd Banks?
But what was the reason why he dissed Rick Ross?
It doesn't matter, bro. He's still relevant. And we talking about relevancy, right?
I'm a fan.
So we talking about hip hop and relevancy. You want to be lit. You want to be a star. You want to be still lit.
I'm a fan of his bars. I'm a fan of his music. But what I'm just saying is, like, he just threw himself in that beef. Nobody talked about it. He just threw himself in that.
I mean, but Tony Ayo could have too. Anybody could have. Whoever could have. They still wouldn't have been as relevant as Game. He's still been lit throughout the years.
Yeah, but Tony Ayo is the real definition of like a friend. If you look up friend like a dictionary.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So it's like he play his role. Like I know him personally. Like you're not gonna get no better than like a Tony Ayo. He know his role. He didn't ever care about being a superstar. If he got to be the shooter, if he got to be the nigga that open the door, if he got to be this, he got to be A&R, he's gonna respect that. That's 50's childhood friend. There's not a lot of niggas like him or Mike Knox.
But then that's his lane. So it's like,
yo,
he can't jump in other people's lanes.
You know how many times I text and call him like, yo, bro, we need some new music. I'm about to drop something. That's my man. Like, so it's like he's the ideal definition of what a friend. Him, Mike Knox, niggas like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They really good dudes. Like
Mike Knox, he from Philly, right?
That's my guy.
Shout out Mike Knox. Yeah,
but you see,
Philly too.
Philly, Mike
Knox. When I think of P.I.B, I think of like Mike Knox. P.I.B just want to see everybody win.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. I gotta see it.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he just he just came out with a diss.
He just dissed Meek Mills.
Yeah, he just dissed Meek Mills. Mike Knox.
He was a guy that supported everybody, supported every artist from because Meek from his town.
Meek had said something about him on Twitter. He said something to 50 like you ain't even paid Mike Knox or whatever. And then in response to that, Mike Knox made a diss on
50 Cent is one of the greatest hustlers of all time.
He gonna do it. Shout out to 50.
They can never do it too. They can say whatever they want to say.
Are we gonna come to conclusions stating that it's okay to sign to an artist, especially
50 Cent was an artist?
I feel like to an extent, but right now, just look at your paperwork and your deal. And right now, we already know that it's not about albums; it's about hits. So singles, you know. So honestly,
50 Cent was an artist.
That was years ago. We in a different time now.
Remember, just said
we no social media then. You know,
that's even better. I'm from the non-social media era. This social media shit is trash.
Yeah, so it's different now. Like, you have to respect it because the labels, they even tap into the social media because they know right now, like, yo, listen, it's fucked up. We gotta go say what's up with y'all. Huh?
He made all his artists rich. Tony Ayo's a block nigga.
That was then. That was then.
Made Lloyd Banks rich.
That was then. Because Lloyd Banks right now is fat and did talk somewhere at barbershops. So that was then. We talking about now. We talking about longevity, success forever. And I do respect it.
He still
because that's just like hustlers though. They have their time.
Lloyd Banks performs.
Banks still could perform songs like you said.
He's still good. He be never heard him mixtape. I mean, like if you listen, but if you really into like you said, 50 said it. He lazy. He wasn't like. It's not like 50 a hater. He gonna say what it is about the person. Like Banks just wanted it to just come to him. He got the balls, but he just.
You ever seen his chill? His name is Lazy Lloyd. That's his name.
So what he's saying is he living by it, but he's still making a bag.
No, but what I'm
still making a bag.
Like still to be. It's like
he's still.
But you are what you protect.
He could go.
And that's what 50 was saying too. Yeah, he was saying that you got Lazy Lloyd. That's not cool. Like you.
But listen,
you trying to run with that? That's not cool to be lazy.
But listen, at this point,
as a man, no point in life.
Listen, at this point, he could chill. He could chill. Nobody talk about him, but when he says he popping up and doing a show, everybody's coming out and it's sold out.
Exactly.
He understands that's
He
that's his life, that's his role, and he's with it.
He's just probably
as long as he's with it, he's still good. So now 50 did something for him, and what 50 did for him in the beginning is allowing him to still make money and say, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna go quiet, but then now when I'm ready to come to a show, I'm gonna do songs that I was also helped by whom.
But realistically, in life, in the hood,
I mean, niggas
don't people do stuff with people all the time, even in the hood? People do stuff with people. Nobody cares. It's about what's longevity.
I mean,
it's about what you gonna do forever.
Think about 50 Cent come out in 03. It's 2024.
Yeah, and it's people that's from. So he relevant from power though, not his music and old music. He touring. He 50 just an icon. He's lit.
All right,
you feel me? But
Cameron put niggas on.
He definitely did. And then look what he had. He got a multi-million deal. He's still freestyling. He got his lane. Everybody
involved. You got involved. So we can't do.
I called Mace in front of them.
Facts, he did.
In front of them.
He did. I ain't gonna lie,
Like,
he did call Mace in front of them. Arlis got the juice.
Gilly, he evolved. He got his daughter lit. Like he evolved. Like you know, like you.
I mean, I thought, well, you have to. I respect that part, but
like you
still you. You still you though. You gonna die you.
Exactly.
You're you.
So I mean, I didn't really agree because there's a lot of.
Because like
there's a lot of. It might be a lot of people that did wrong, but there's a lot of people that did right too.
They said to Game. I mean, I said Game. Cam. He was like,
You put Cam.
I don't really respect how hood. It's hood dudes that they don't be hood with everybody, just selected people.
I mean, that's.
And then
life.
Cam said,
"This is life."
I know who hood dudes that is hood with everybody, and they not living. That's just what it is. Like
Mace was like a mental. Like he's very articulate, very smart. He's very smart. Like he's very smart. A lot of people don't really know how he really know. Like when Farid went and say he really knows the business, he knows that shit.
Let me ask you a question. So you got like of course I was there with the phone call. You were able to speak about how y'all met.
He was a fan of relationships.
Oh, yeah. What professional shows?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up.
So he DM'd me and he said, "Yo, when the next episode coming out?" And I looked at the DM, what the fuck? I
was bugging.
But I was bugging. I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get you in the joint. He's like, yo, send me your number. I'm gonna call you 12 p.m. Eastern time.
That's some celebrity shit.
And he called me.
Said,
he's like, yo, what up? It's Mason.
Oh, he said his real name.
No, that's what he called when he called me.
He said,
yo, what's up? Yo, Arlis, this Mason. It's Betha.
Okay.
And then we just been cool ever since.
That's fine.
What's up, man?
So like you never know, like because a lot of the celebrities, you don't know that they watch the internet all day. Because I'm like, how you know? He's like, yo, all I do is watch the internet. I'm a big fan. Same thing I met Young Guru, all of them.
Fire.
They was like hitting me like, yo, we need Green Lantern. They was like, yo, we need another episode. When you dropping it?
Fire.
And I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
So obviously I know that. Of course I know you got a lot of fire dope relationships. So
relationships are key in life.
From
it's not about what you know, it's who you know.
From right now we understand it's a social media days. Before it wasn't.
Fact.
You had DVD. You had the Real Talk DVD.
That was the best days ever because I think social media made artists and people lazy.
I agree with that.
I really
agree with that too.
Firm believer because what people try to do is they try to find any reason to go viral. Like that's the thing. I want to go viral.
I mean, attention is what it is. It's dope.
So a nigga try to smack an old lady thinking that it'll go viral. Like, so back when we started, the reason how me and Mook started the DVD, we was a fan of other people's DVDs. So we used to call the numbers on the back like, yo, we artists.
Rest in peace, Mook Diamond too.
We trying to get on the DVD, and they would just give us a number like, yo, all right, well, it's 2,500. They never even heard us rap. So I'm like, damn, like for that, you might as well just start our own shit.
Yeah.
So we was a fan of Littles. Littles from Queensbridge. He's the manager of Mobb Deep. I liked his DVD because he promoted himself. Like he threw himself on the cover, sold a bunch of units. And I'm like, how the fuck this guy does all of this shit? DVD based about him and his hood. He always had positive messages at the end of his DVD. We called him like, yo, what up, man? Like, yo, we trying to get on such and such. So what he did was he put us through the test. He's like, all right, yo, meet me in Left Rack tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You get there, he won't answer his phone. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this dude? Then he hit me back like, yo, my bad, yo, I'm in Jersey. So we not, you know, we said I was much younger, so I didn't. Then they was like, all right, let's get up tomorrow. You'll meet me over there in Queensbridge, such and such. He ain't show up. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this guy trying to set me up? Trying to get me killed. So we not, you know, we in the car like, yo, what the fuck? Then the third time we got up with him. And I remember he said, like, yo, I was just trying to touch you to see how hungry I was. I really wanted to do this.
I was fired.
So, like, you know, and I, you know, it was just like a jewel. And it was like, yo, he was one of our first interviews. And, you know, we had a, you know, we bought the, like, I don't know if it wasn't Final Cut, it was some other program and shit on the Mac. Moot Pops knew how to do editing. Bought a $900 camera. He had the camera everywhere. We was filming people, edited. The footage was so long, we had to cut the shit up into 2 DVDs, our first DVD. We got DJ L, Lil Lust, we got Maynard, we got everybody in that shit. We got Miami Chaos, do the artwork. He charged me $300. Cause you know artwork.
It was big back then.
You know artwork is key.
Yeah. So
we sold 5,000 on our first DVD. So I'm like, yo, damn, this is
at what
great.
number?
Between $5 and $7. It's like drug money.
Where y'all selling that?
Everywhere. Every borough, every city, state.
Any stores?
Yeah, all the stores, distributors. We went to Big Apple. That was a big distributor in the Bronx. They would buy our copies.
Big Apple?
That's what it's called. Big Apple. That was a distributor.
Okay.
So what they do is they buy, like, say like, all right, I want 500 at $4. Sell it to them, then they sell it to stores. You know, you go through this, you know, distribution. It's like same thing how you do on Tubi. Like you don't go directly through Tubi. Distributors like Homestead, U-Coat, Maverick. You know, you go through a distributor. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, percentages might be 80-20 your way or 70-30 your way. You know, once you start learning the business. So what happened was we left our number on the back of the DVD. So the stores used to hit us direct, like, yo, you want to get another 20 copies. I'm like, yo, how much for the thing? They'd be like, yo, $8. I'm like, $8? I sold this nigga for $5. So I'm like, man, I need all my money. So what I used to do is we started hitting all the out-of-town stores first. So I'm like, man, fuck these distributors. I need the whole 8. Because we, you know, we didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, we was learning.
A hustle, yeah, I get it. It's a hustle.
So you got to remember, you got, you know, people selling, like Smack selling 20,000. Niggas getting rich off this shit. You know, content is key. Like what y'all doing, you're doing podcasts. Content is key because, you know, like that would never, you know, music might get outdated, but the like, you know, like podcasts and shit like that, or TV shows, people want to stay in the crib now.
Yeah.
They
want to know what's going on. They want to see.
So like when you get,
I know that.
So you got to realize when you do your interviews and stuff like that, people want to hear.
So I got to ask you, how do you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
I mean, it's good and bad because, you know, nowadays you don't have to be nice to get on. Right. Like, you know, when I was doing the DVD days, like you had to be like Liverpool had bars. It wasn't, you know, YouTube was just being creative. So it's like now, and I learned that from let me give him a shout out, Chuck Wilson. He was the CEO of Babygram. So I'm gonna tell you the story. You know, like he took a lot, I forgot how I met him, but he took a liking to me. He was like, yo, you're an entertainer. I was like, yo, thank you. He's like, I'm telling you, man. He used to tell me from the door, like, yo, think digital. I didn't understand what he meant. Like, the fuck is this guy talking about think digital? It's a little short guy. Like, he was so short that when he sit in the chair, like his feet dangled. Like he was like almost like a midget, like his feet's dangling. Like he wasn't touching the ground. All he did was just Google. So he's like, yo, you know, he liked my music, said I want to sign you as an artist. And I'm like, bet, that's what's up. It was a big underground label. And he's like, yo, I want to give you a job too. I want you to be my A&R. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm with that. He's like, what artists would you sign? So, you know, I'm looking at my relationships. Fresh Montana was grinding. Gilly the King was grinding. That's back when he was Gilly the Kid. Ransom. Remy the Rap Star.
Brooklyn, right?
Nah, he's from Jersey.
Jersey, okay.
So all the 5 artists I wrote down, he's like, I never heard of none of these niggas. I'm like, huh? Like, these niggas is popping. They, you know, they grinded. Because, you know, I'm like, you know, we beating the streets up, going to all the stores, the Africans. So he only just research on, you know, YouTube is now popping. So I remember the next day he called me and said, we have to have emergency meetings. I'm like, emergency meeting? What the fuck? He said, I want to sign Ransom and Gilly. I'm like, yo, I thought you never heard of them. He looked them up on YouTube. At the time, Ransom was beefing with Joe Buttons, so he looked at the views. 900, you know, 900,000, 700,000 views. Gilly beefing with Lil Wayne. I'm like, all right, I can set the meeting up. I remember setting the meeting up. Cut Gilly a check for 30,000 for old music, for a mixtape deal. I said, yo, he never heard his music though. He just went by his views on YouTube. He cut Ransom a check for I think $10,000 or $15,000 for old music. To be music that was already put out on mixtape. What the fuck? Because you know he's also a lawyer and he wrote the movie Soul Plane.
Oh, he did this with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The guy I'm telling you about, he wrote the movie.
That's what's up.
So he was telling me about like movies and shit like back in 07, 08. And I'm like, wow, this is fucking nuts. But you know, you gotta be a student in the game, so I'm learning. And I remember he wanted to buy Dat Piff. So the guy from Dat Piff used to buy DVDs off me. He was a young kid, he was like 18 years old. He said, yo, I got a $1.5 million for you. Because him and his partner was Vin Diesel, the guy I'm telling you, Chuck Wilson. They own a restaurant in California. I'm like, man, I basically sold it for him. That shit sold. I got the deal done. But I'm not knowing that you get so much money from advertisers. And he was like, I'm not selling it. This is my baby. I get $60,000, $70,000 a month just off advertisers. I'm like, damn, like, you know, as I said, I'm just learning certain shit. To where that Piff got so big, they started paying like a big bill for the mixtape first to put it on the platform. So it's like, you know, certain things. As I said, that's back in 07, 08. So now, you know, you got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Facebook, or whatever, TikTok. You could be a star overnight without really putting in the work.
That's a fact.
So now,
the labels know that too.
So now, when you look at the views, you like, because now it's like, okay, what happens? You have these big producers, the Timberlands and all these, you know, big time guys. They can't charge you $200,000 for a beat no more. You got a dude that got a beat off online for $50.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
So
I ain't even know that part about the game. I ain't even know that part about the game. I don't know really about production.
That's what I know. Like,
I be studying production, but I don't.
From Nephew to Millie, when he did Millie, that's family. So when he did the Millie Rock song, he found the beat online. You know, he did the song. They got the dance. They wound up blowing up. And you know, now he had to, you know, get in contact with the producer. The beat was $500. So it's like now, like when you look at Bobby Smurder, like his video of the chat in here. You know what? That is a fucking like $200 video.
Yeah.
So now what happens to the little X's, the Hype Williams, and these guys that's charging probably $1 million for video. Now everything is, because now you can get on MTV and BT and all the jams and shit like that
Easier
for $200 video. So why am I paying so high of a production cost?
The market is different.
Because we just care about the content. Don't give a fuck if the shit is crystal clear.
So where do you feel like you fit in the industry right now?
As I said, I like what I'm doing. I feel like I'm building stars.
Okay.
For me to
you
get
on
to
the management side or
I don't say manager. I look at like my favorite guys person like in the world, even though he don't get the credit he deserves, is Keenan Ivory Williams. I look at his blueprint.
He the OG. He started the family, right?
He put his whole family.
Yeah, he put his whole
I look at like
he started the family.
When you could do something like that and create and live in color and have Jennifer Lopez, that was a dancer, Rosie Perez, his brothers, Jamie Foxx. I'm like, yo, this is ill.
Right.
Like he put the whole
Jim Carrey, you right.
So
I mean, Davidson, he put a lot of people
so I look at like
Chris Rock, he put a lot of people
in.
Right.
I look at like
he's definitely an influence. Shout out to
I look at
him,
I look at him and I look at Ice Cube. Because Ice Cube really
did too on Friday. He put a lot of people in too.
We know Chris Tucker from where. We know Mike Epps from where.
That's
we
a
know
fact.
So it's like I look at shit like that. I'm like, yo, I didn't create the blueprint. I'm like, yo, I'm still a student. I'm like, yo, this is ill. Like, he's discovering the next thing. That's why, when I met Bubbly stuff, I was like, yo, you ill. Let's do a whole movie on you. We make you a rapper. We make you this. I can promote Splash. Boom. So now, once it hits the apps like Tubi and stuff like that, now I was like, all right, cool. And I was able to promote like a King P.I.B, a Big Boy Cash Flow, guys I've been fucking with, and then promote So Rich and promote their music in between like scenes and stuff like that. DC, of course, like
shout out to DC.
He's a guy, as I said, like, he doesn't get enough credit. He's kind of
shout out
like
to DC, man. He put a lot of niggas on.
He's like a
he got the passion. He love the music. He love Long Island. He love Roosevelt. He love Over the Bridge. Shout out to DC.
I mean, he just loves it. He just loves everybody.
He love the music. He love everybody. Word.
I feel like he doesn't,
shout out to DC.
Get enough credit that he deserves because, even he does the awards, it's like a gift and a curse. I like it and love it. I mean, I love it and hate it at the same time because I feel like, when you give these people awards, sometimes they get big headed and they start walking around like they made it. It's like, man, in reality, you're supposed to be known in your neighborhood.
True.
Like in reality.
True.
You know what I'm saying? As I said, I can't tell a man what to do with his money or what he wants to do, but it's like he's winning these awards, so I'm lit. But it's like, nigga, you grew up here, like, or there, like, nigga, you supposed to be. Let's get out of your comfort zone and see who knows you.
That's true. That's a fact.
Like,
I gotta explore.
Let me ask you a question.
And it's like, they complain and all that shit. And like, yo, in reality, me and him speak a lot about that. It's like, he doesn't have to do none of this shit. He has a child. Like, the fuck? He's spending his time, he just wants somebody to win from his neighborhood. Like, when I say neighborhood, I mean like, the whole shit. Like, he don't gotta do this shit.
Yeah. And you can tell though.
He don't owe anybody.
He don't. He's been doing this like 30 plus years.
But everybody, after the day after the awards, everybody goes online and like this bitch.
Yeah. But nobody want to do that.
But, I mean, he'll go back and, go on a, IG Live somewhere. He doesn't owe anybody. Does he owe anybody something? No, he doesn't.
And that's from the passion though. That's the passion of it. So.
But let me ask you a question, right? So that, being that you said that, what you think is holding Long Island artists back?
Their egos.
Like, so you think they feel they're hotter than what they are?
Yeah.
Or,
is there a lot of artists?
You don't feel like everybody feel like that? And then they get that push?
Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna front. You can have
some people not even hot.
You gotta have you can feel like you really the shit, really do whatever, but you still gotta have a certain common sense of understanding.
As I said, I was doing it before social media and know everybody. It was like you had to be, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to really meet and greet and be out there. Like nowadays
it's like, but right now you have to adapt to the time. You see what Method Man just went through 3 days ago.
I mean, but
you have to get.
I mean, but that's what Hot 97. You can't mix the young and the old. It just don't.
And I was gonna ask you that too. Mix. How do you feel about?
I mean, Method Man. That's one of my favorite rappers. But that's my era. You can't mix the young. I adapt. I listen to my man White. He got he's a winner circle. He got 7G. I speak to Eli Frost. Sleepy Hollow. I mean. I speak to Eli Frost here and there. You know what I'm saying? And I adapt to the younger, generation. I like 7G. I think 7G is fire.
Yeah, he's fire.
I like the Pop.
Donald Trump.
I like Pop Smoke. I like this other kid. My man Vodka Don got him. Busy Banks.
Busy Banks.
I think Busy Banks is one of the hottest young dudes out.
Okay.
I'm open-minded. You know what I'm saying? They're younger. You know what I'm saying? But
so
times are different. For Method Man, he's like, he's 50-some years old. He's like, he don't want, to see a sexy red and all that. For him, it's probably like, he's not from that.
But it's like, it's more so that he was more so frustrated that he came this far and he wasn't getting the love that he deserved out there.
I don't I mean, Method Man's a goat, man. Like,
Cause to write what he wrote, it was a little.
I mean, he just like the
he was
crowd.
mad. He like, oh, that ain't my crowd, never
mean,
again. You
you
know, he
gotta
sound like a
think
kid.
about
You know what I mean? Like,
You know, he
I
don't
won't say that.
Not
Like,
want to perform.
yeah, when
you gotta realize
think about
you
it,
gotta
we grown out here.
you
You
gotta
never again and all of that. Like,
he got a daughter that
just
rap.
grown.
So his daughter probably in the early 20s.
But
Yeah, his daughter
I ain't know that
raps.
neither.
So he probably looking at it like, I don't want to be like,
I mean, so many words he put. I don't respect that they didn't show me love. Never again. I'm coming here. That's what he said.
I mean,
I don't respect that y'all don't know who I am.
He ain't tripping. I mean,
But just like I was telling, bro,
what would it? I feel like
if Snoop went up there, my 9-year-old daughter know who Snoop Dogg is.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just different.
She would have definitely said that.
I look at it. Even when I, talk to artists about DC, they don't really know his catalog and the people he knows. He doesn't talk about it. They just look at him as like a cool old nigga. Like, oh, you cool. So when he says things, they like, they don't disrespect, but they like, yeah, what the fuck? I look at it like, man, what the fuck this old nigga know? They don't know like how long his arm is in the business and the people that he knows. They just look at it like same thing. They might do the same shit with me. Like, man, this nigga. They might not be disrespectful, but I just like, all right, whatever. I don't have to help nobody. They don't really know. Now you see throwback footage of the Central Station special and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? DC not really an Instagram guy like that.
Yeah,
Special is. So it's like, oh, word, I didn't know he knew him. What you mean? That's his man.
Okay.
You have him bust around at that fucking store every day. Then they're working in the month, not like say it like not to say it like that.
He used to be at this one too. I remember.
I'm just saying, but like not saying it like he really like it, but just like that was his comfort zone. That was
like I get it.
That's his man.
It's not no
So it's like, you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to get people just like say he worked in the store. But he was in there, sit behind the register, just be chilling like. So like they don't really know, but he's not a person that's gonna really tell his history. He's just not like that.